here in Melbourne, Australia. On the men's side, they're talking about the big four, the gang of four contenders to win this title. Roger Federer, of course, would love to win his fourth Australian Open. He was dethroned last year by Novak Djokovic, but Federer, in his opening match against Andreas Seppi, Patrick, just incredibly overwhelming in the first set. Then it was a battle after that.
It sure was. The first set was like showtime. I mean, Federer was just pulling out all the tricks. Look at this point. Comes up for this one. Lob gets over his head, and then he says, let me just whack this off for a winner. But as you said, things got a lot trickier for him the second couple of sets. Wasn't able to break Seppi until that last game to win it in straight sets. But overall, solid performance from Federer, moving exceptionally well. So I think that bodes well for Roger Federer's quest to win his 14th major title.
Yeah, much healthier, much fitter than he was a year ago when he was dethroned by Djokovic. So here's the Serb in his opening round match. Pretty straightforward against another Italian, Stoppini.
Yeah, Djokovic at the top of your screen here. I think it's going to be difficult for him to repeat here. He's got a new racket that he switched to just recently. But, he took care of this match pretty easily. But when you look at Nadal, who's played so well in the number one, you look at how well Andy Murray's playing, Djokovic really comes in as sort of the fourth favorite, which is surprising considering he's a defending champ.
Andy Roddick would love to get back in the conversation, but he says that he hasn't done enough in majors recently to belong in that group. We expected him to just hammer this 31-year-old Swedish qualifier, Rehnquist, and he did that. Good get by Roddick. He's 15 pounds lighter in 09.
Well, he showed that off because he looks lean. He's moving well. Obviously, he needs to keep that power game going. He served well. He had absolutely no trouble against Rehnquist. Not really much to say about this one because he was just so overmatched, the 31-year-old. But Roddick gets through it in straight sets and certainly looks ready to make a decent run here at the Australian Open.
But Xavier Malisse, a veteran, is his second opponent, could be a lot trickier. Captain Patrick McEnroe has to be a little bit disappointed with what you saw from the American guys. Roddick did get through, but overall, the U.S. men, who were pretty active on day one, went 3-6.
Now, it wasn't a great day, and on the outer courts, most of those matches took place. Marty Fish did get a win, but for guys like Robbie Ginepri, as you see, he went out to Burditch. I mean, none of these really, quite honestly, big surprises, because the one for me that was a disappointment was the last one, bottom right, Sam Querrey, who had a good tournament leading into this Australian Open, getting in the final, went down to Kohlschreiber pretty meekly after losing a first set tiebreak. I thought Sam could make some noise. John Isner had a tight match with her body. He went down in 4 sets.
Yeah, 4 American men drew seeds as opponents, but they were not able to perform up to their own expectations. Monday, 9 o'clock Eastern time on ESPN2. You'll see Day 2 coverage. Andy Murray against Pavel, their first son. Serena and Venus both hungry to win this title. Venus has never won it. Serena's won it the last 3 odd years. Hope you'll join us.